Should Amazon even bother continuing with the Rings of Power, or at this point, should they just cut their losses?
Oh, this is a debatable topic. I feel like we're going to get some strong reactions to it, but we've taken a long time to come back to this subject.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a good time to.
I do as well. You said we've taken a while. I haven't even been on this channel for a long time, so things are crazy. We'll get to that in a minute. But in reality, what we want to talk about is the Rings of Power, not necessarily about the show itself, but more about Amazon and what they're doing with the show. If at this point, with everything that's gone on in terms of reviews and recasting and everything, is it even worth it?
Yeah.
It's one of those things. We have very strong opinions on the show. Everybody else has very strong opinions on the show. Some are super into it. Most are super not. And I feel like they need to take these things into consideration.
Yeah. It's probably safe to say straight away, like, obviously, we know there's season 2. It's not like they're going to cancel it today.
No.
Because the whole thing, they put too much money into it. They're going to continue with it because they can't admit if mistakes have been made. But they supposedly commit for 5 seasons. And that's a lot of money to keep going for basically flogging a dead horse.
Yeah.
And the question is, can they bring it back?
Well, my original thought on this topic was they spent, I don't have the figure off the top of my head, but they spent so much money just getting the rights.
Was it 100 mil or
no,
more than that?
Like close to a quarter of a mil or
Isn't it like 500 million or something like that on the season 1, but that included the rights?
Yeah, something
like that. Yeah.
So an astronomical amount of money and too much money to be like, do you know what? Let's not bother. Yeah. But they've done season 1. I don't know if it was profitable or not. Season 2 has, I don't think it's wrapped, but it's in production, so they're not going to cancel that. So we're definitely having 2 seasons. But I think in the business world, sometimes you do have to cut your losses.
Yeah, it's a shame, because if it was a movie, they could release it in the cinemas and you go, 50 million budget, made $1 million, that was awful. Like, we're not doing that again. But because it's a subscription-based service it's released on, they get that subscription regardless. And you won't get many people, you'll probably get some, but you won't get many who'll go, that was so bad, I'm going to cancel my whole subscription to Amazon Prime. Because, to be honest, most of us use it for delivery more than the actual shows that they produce.
And on the flip side of that, and we've had this conversation to do with Disney and Star Wars before, but with all the bad press that surrounds Rings of Power, and I know there's a big saying in the business world that all press is good press, so there's no such thing as bad press, like that sort of saying. But I don't know if that's true in this industry, because if everyone is saying, don't watch it, it's terrible, it's not faithful to Tolkien, it's a load of nonsense, like, you're not going to watch it. Or at least a large percentage of the audience will not. And that hurts. So if they go on now and spend a few more 100 mil on seasons 3, 4, and 5, but they know because of the bad reviews and the bad reactions and the bad word of mouth, how many people are really going to sign up to the subscription service to watch Rings of Power? Very, very few, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think anyone taking a new subscription now for it. Especially because in the world,
so why do it?
But in the world of YouTube influencers, like, it's a lot easier to spread bad word now. Like, I think the whole thing of all press is good press kind of thing is almost going because you could never get the full story from it. Where these days, like, you've got so many people who are so avidly against stuff and they'll pick everything apart and really prove to you why something's not good, rather than just go, it was a 2 out of 10, not particularly worth a watch. Like, a lot of people still go, well, I want to see that for myself. But instead now you can get 10, 20, 30-minute video essays, like breaking something down and going, well, it's bad because of this, this, and this. Okay, this was okay, but then you got this, and this. And
you almost don't need to see it for yourself to see those things.
Yeah, like, you can get a very good idea whether you like it or not.
And there's also such a wide range of these sort of reactions and reviews. You can type in Rings of Power review on YouTube right now, and there's probably hundreds, maybe even thousands of results.
Yeah.
We are one of them. And even in our review, that was a 20-minute video, and that broke down, I think, performance and story and effects and set and locations and costumes. We broke it all down and gave our opinions on that. They weren't the best opinions.
No,
they were good opinions, but like negative, if you know what I mean. I just don't understand business-wise why they would continue past what they've already paid for. And at some point, cutting your losses has to be acceptable. Yeah. I mean, we've set up businesses in the past where we've spent a load of money, and after a while, you get to a point and, like, if it's not profiting, it's almost like, well, that was an original business investment. We give it a go. We set it up. That was for the setup costs.
Yeah.
oh, well, cut our losses. There's no point in continuing to spend and lose more money when you can just cut your losses. That's how it kind of goes sometimes.
And it's also one of those, like, okay, they might have to go, okay, Rings of Power hasn't worked. But we still own the rights to X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And kind of, it's got a bit of a grey area now.
Let's try again.
They could just go, okay, well, let's not do a big TV series. Let's do a film. Let's go for a nice film. Or, Amazon can do animation as well. They can do cartoons. Just go at a different angle, almost to go, okay, how far away can we go from it? We already have the rights. That part doesn't cost us money. It's just another production now. And if you own the rights to part of Tolkien's world, like, I get trying to make stuff, but not to the point where you're just trying to force something out that nobody wants.
Yeah.
Because there's so many stories everyone wants to see.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you got the War of the Rohirrim movie coming out later in the year. Like, most of the fandom is really looking forward to that.
It's something different. And it's a story that we don't know a lot about, and it's been expanded on from a small part of Tolkien's writing. And I'm super excited about that. And I don't see why they don't do more like that. Didn't they just get the rights to, like, the Blue Wizards or something?
Yeah, there's, like, supposedly there's some lines that they've gotten the okay to use and things like that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what's been confirmed and what's rumours.
I would rather, genuinely at this point, and this might sound stupid to some people, I would probably rather an animation of the Blue Wizard story than a season 2, 3, 4, or 5 of Rings of Power.
Yeah, because we're kind of forced into characters at the moment that we don't necessarily want to continue with.
Yeah.
Start a new story, then, continue. But I think one thing they might be thinking as well is, because the War of the Rohirrim is coming out, the producers and everything behind the show might be going, well, actually, if that does well, then it almost brings the interest back into Tolkien's world for us and helps us with season 2. Because people might go, oh, actually, no, I've remembered, like, I love all this stuff. I want to get back into it. Let's give it another go with season 2, see how it goes.
Hopefully that happens with the Broken Sword too.
Yeah. But yeah, so they might literally just be kind of going, well, if somebody else can, build some good faith back for us. I know they're not connected, but hey, a Tolkien production is a Tolkien production to some people. It might work for them.
Everything we're talking about is kind of related around bad reviews, bad press for the Rings of Power and why continuing. But it's not just that. It's the things that are going on with it as well. Like we have the recasting of Sauron.
No, it's not recasting. It's casting a second form. So it's one of his other forms.
Yeah, but they've just recast him.
Yeah, it's a different actor.
Yeah, so the same actor's not coming back.
He is.
Oh, he is. Okay.
So you still got Charlie Vickers.
Okay.
But there's the other forms of Sauron, and this new actor is one of his other forms.
Okay, that's not as bad as I thought.
Whereas Adar, they have.
Yes. And let's be honest, he was one of, if not the best part of season 1. An original villain, and the actor was really good, but he's now been recast. It's not giving me good vibes about what goes on set. Like, to leave a show of that scale, I feel like there's got to be issues. I don't know the reason. I haven't looked that deep into it, to be honest with you, but there has to be reasons, and they make me worry more than I already am.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about the money behind the show, if he had wanted to stay in that role over something else, Amazon would have made it happen. Yeah. So it's
especially because it was quite universally agreed upon that he was good in it.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of negativity around his performance or even his character.
Yeah.
I thought he was good. So yeah, it's a tough one. I'd really like to know what you guys think on this.
I mean, I can predict what most of you are going to say.
Yeah.
Cancel it, awful, throw it in the bin.
But we're trying to come across from a logical standpoint. Like, if this was a business decision of ours, if we had spent this money, had this press, all these things have happened, would we continue with it? I don't think we would.
I agree with continuing with season 2.
Yeah, of course.
In that you don't try one thing and give up. That's
no.
done.
And also there's a lot of shows out there where season 1 had performed badly or wasn't necessarily.
And then they find their feet.
Yeah,
in season 2.
I would say Breaking Bad is probably a good example of that. I watched season 1 of Breaking Bad and was like, it was good, yeah, but it definitely didn't come across as one of the greatest shows ever. Which by the end of season 5, it was.
So it hooked me in season 1, but yeah, it definitely took off to a new level later on.
Yeah.
So it's a tough one. Yeah, like, I do get carrying on with season 2. Like, you gotta, if they can turn it around, and that if is like as big as you can make it, something could change. You don't know.
And let's be honest, like, we're going to watch it whether we want to or not. We will. Doesn't mean to say we're going to enjoy it, but at the end of the day, it's Lord of the Rings related. I like TV. Amazon have produced some good shows. The Boys is fantastic. Reacher is great. They can do it. So we're going to watch it.
And it's a responsibility to you guys that if you want to wait to find out what we think first before you waste your time with it, or
it's true,
sacrifice your time with it, then I mean, it's what we're here for.
It is. Okay, let's talk about a few things outside of the Rings of Power.
Okay.
So, first things first. Hello, long time no see.
Remember this guy?
Yeah, I'm like fatter and grayer now than when you last saw me. Unless you watch the other channels, then maybe you know. But yeah, we've been so busy. We've had to kind of delegate responsibilities, I guess. So yeah, I'm not absent from the Broken Sword forever. Just less present, I guess.
We're on a break.
We're on a break. Yeah, I'd definitely love to do more things like this when we're on the camera having discussions. Let us know if you like this format of video. We used to do a lot of it, and we really cut down to just lore. So if you enjoy this type of content, then please let us know. Let us know what you think of the Rings of Power stuff, and also that. On top of that, one of the other reasons we're doing this video, in place of a lore video this week, is because...
we are very busy.
Oh my word. So 2 things. If you have been following the channel for a while, you will know that we have been raising money through our Patreon to fund a film called The Guard. Now, it's a completely original film, fantasy film. It's not set in Tolkien's world, but it's very clearly inspired by. So, that's very exciting. All of you that have helped fund it over the last 4+ years.
Oh, yeah, probably is by now, yeah.
You're all amazing. We shot for one day in September as like the kind of almost prologue, that's what I'm looking for, to the film, which is obviously set a long time before. We had to then wait for the seasons to change to the appropriate like kind of weather for the rest of the movie. And we are shooting Friday, Saturday and Sunday this week, as in the time of recording this week. It's a big one.
Yeah.
When is this going out?
This will be coming out on Friday, so we'll be there.
We'll be there when this goes out.
Yeah, we'll be filming when you guys are watching this, most likely.
Yeah, and if you want to come and join us on the Saturday, just drop us a message. I'm sure we can fit you in, chuck you in some clothes, and you can be a background extra if you want to be involved. Check our community tab post. There's information and contact details about it if you want to be involved. But the more the merrier, realistically. Food's provided. It's a voluntary project, a passion project. But yeah, if you want to get involved, please do.
Yes, we are going to attempt to go live, but... most likely we're not going to be able to because the signal's awful. If we can film something just to put up for you guys, though, we will do it just to give you a little sneak peek. Or maybe patrons only.
Maybe, yeah. That's the other thing I was going to say. If you want to carry on funding it, help us make the rest of the film gooder, then you can still sign up to Patreon any amount from, I think, like £1 or £2 a month up to a lot more. You'll get a crew t-shirt if you're on the high levels, which we've had made now. So patrons, you can expect them at some point. What else? Oh, you can also become a channel member. So the behind-the-scenes vlogs we've been filming for this project will be going out to patrons and channel members. So you can do either of those. We only have one up at the moment, which was the location scouting one. We've got one to be edited from the first shoot day, and then we've got a camera operator coming for this entire weekend to document it all, which is really exciting. Yeah,
because we always said one of the big things for us was the making of the Lord of the Rings. Those bonus discs on the DVDs. So we had to try and do something similar for ourselves.
I honestly think if it wasn't for those bonus DVDs on the extended versions of The Lord of the Rings, we potentially wouldn't be filmmakers today. So it's very cool to get to do our own. Next bit of news.
Next bit.
Yeah, this is even like, it's not, I'm not going to say it's more exciting, but it's up there. But if you are based in Wales, you might be interested to know that the following weekend, so the 30th of March, we are opening a new store.
A store?
A store, James. We already have a store. A very, very, very small one inside a market called Newport Trading Cards, where we sell all kinds of trading cards and Warhammer and stuff like that. But it's gone very well over the last 12, 13 months, and we are expanding into a rather large store.
Yeah.
It's a few thousand square foot, maybe. Less than 2, I don't know.
Yeah, something.
But we're pretty much doubling our retail space. We're having 10 tables. We can fit up to 40 players. We sell coffee and snacks. So a big opening day on the 30th of March if you want to come along to that. If not, but you are interested in the kind of things we sell, a great way of supporting the channel is to check out our online store, dragonvaultgames.co.uk.
And I'm sure we will have on screen right now a little discount code for you all.
Yeah, why not?
Broken sword something it'll probably say.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out later.
Yeah, so if you collect Warhammer or any kind of trading cards or accessories, anything like that.
Middle-earth strategy battle game
is on there. A great way to support the channel and get something cool for yourself is to buy from there.
Yep.
Countrywide shipping for free on orders over £75, or you can of course pay for delivery or collect in store for free. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think so. That was a good little
Most people
Sales pitch.
don't make it this far in the video, so
No.
we're just checking it out there for those of you that want to watch it all and may be interested.
In fact, actually, pick a random word. Any random word. Anything at all. Off the top of your head.
City.
Okay, comment just the word city if you've reached this far.
That's okay. I didn't know what you were going to do
Yeah,
with that.
I
so
I just want to see.
that's going to be random. If
It
the
is.
comments are filled with the word city, I'm going to be so impressed.
Yeah, same. But I don't want anyone to explain it. Either. just city.
Oh, I should have said like dragon or something cooler. But anyway, yeah, all right, fair. Makes more sense. All right, this has been fun. I've enjoyed talking Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth, Rings of Power.
Yeah, well, I mean, one day we'll do this about something a bit more positive.
Yeah.
Maybe. Sometimes.
I remember when we were going to do this as monthly podcasts.
Yeah.
It lasted like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
No one watched.
Timing wise.
Nah, no one watched.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day. Come and check out our film this weekend if you're around. It's in Cranbourne, I think.
Yeah.
Check out Dragon Ball Games, opening day 30th of March. And also, what do you think of Rings of the Power? Should they continue? Should they cut their losses? See ya.